Right, good evening, good afternoon, hello. My name is Paul. You may possibly know me from the daily teasers that I put up every day and have done for the past few years actually. But I also talk about films when I get the chance to see one. I also talk about TV shows I'm watching. At the moment, I'm partway through series 4 of The Man in the High Castle, the Amazon Prime alternative history series. And I've just seen episode 4, known as, let me double check the title here, Happy Trails. Let me try and summarise very quickly. It opens with the recaptured Hawthorne Abinson, played by Stephen Root, who's the man in the high castle himself, the man whose films of an alternative world are casting doubts and causing revolution in the world that this is set in. He's been captured by the Nazis and being forced into making propaganda films. On the other coast of America, on Japanese-ruled America, the Robert Childen character, played by Brennan Brown, is being held by the Black Communist Rebellion, and he's being forced by the leadership of the BCR to contact the Japanese Crown Princess in order to try and negotiate a deal or two. The main character, the series protagonist, Juliana Crane, played by Alexa Davalos, she's returned back to this world, from our world, from what we would call Washington, D.C., and what they call the District of Contamination, the bombed area that got nuclear bombed during their version of World War II. She ends up there with brains, good look, wit, and a US dollar bill that's got Lincoln's face on it, so it's not exactly local currency. As a last thought, Inspector Kidu, or a last couple of thoughts, I should say, Inspector Kidu, Joel De La Fuente, is out and about and he's in a bind. He's been ordered to investigate the Crown Princess, and he's been ordered to use the man he knows killed the trade minister in the previous series. So he's having to tread carefully at the moment. With all that going on, the Rufus Sewell character, Inspector Reichsmarshal John Smith, is having dinner with the Führer, Heinrich Himmler, who's the leader in this world, and with a rather suspiciously nasty senior German general. And it ends with an interestingly interesting ending. Now, I've got to admit this was a great little episode. They are doing well. Structurally, it's perfectly put together, as far as I can see. I'm a TV watcher. I couldn't tell you the critical details here, but it's a nicely run, nicely written, nicely acted little episode. It's also one that's sort of slowly putting little bits and bobs into the overall arc of the series. I suspect the dinner scenes that Reichsmarshal Smith has with the Heinrich Himmler are going to be key. The trips to the alternative world that the Nazi American leadership knows about are going to prove pivotal. So pivotal that Reichsmarshal Smith has ended this episode by crossing the artificial bridge to our world. Bit of a spoiler there, sorry to drop it on you, but he's coming to our world right at the end of this episode. And I have to admit, I'd like to see what happens when America's certified Nazi leader ends up over here. Right. Be good to see that, I think. At any rate, I'm going to sign off. Have a good evening, and I'll put the link to the post under this video. Please try and come and have a look. See what you think. I'm going to be far more coherent. Have a good evening.